What's good, y'all? Today is a normal ass day. It's very boring today. And this is just to show you, like, life isn't always about stimulation, and, it's okay to just be. We live in a life where it's very easy to be down on yourself if you are not productive every single day. Here I am in my car just waiting to do something, and I'm like, yo, what do I need to do instead of just being able to be and not and enjoy my surroundings and like look at life. Um, and here I am making a video, but hey, I'd rather be doing this than scrolling on a phone, scrolling on social media, comparing myself to other people. But yeah, life is okay. Life is what it is. We're going through some struggles. We're going through struggle and like some issues, but nothing bad. It's just a lot of time, and I think that's like what it is about this life. So I'm very grateful to be able to wake up with, my partner next to me. I'm very grateful to be able to do what I love next to me. And I love just being able to have all of the time to myself. So this life, it's not glamorous. It looks glamorous. It's not the most glamorous thing, but it is very freeing, which is what I want to introduce to you guys. Like, I chose this life because of the freedom. I didn't choose the college route because I didn't want to. I went to 2 years of college. I was doing nursing and I pretty much finished it. I had like another semester left. Um, but I decided, like, one, I didn't want to go anymore. Two, like, I remember trying my hardest. I even handed in my last paper with like trying as hard as I could. It was an anatomy and physiology 2 paper. So like it just wasn't for me, like, to understand that being a nurse, like, oh, not only that, like, after 2 years they expect you to have 4 year degree. It's like, how much of that are you gonna have to go through, where it's like, I already achieved something great and now y'all want me to achieve something more? Like, I achieved something great, can we just celebrate what we've done already? So yeah, I went into college, and then now I chose this life because I care a lot about my mental health and my physical health and my spiritual health. So, and it's all paying off. Yeah, like, I don't get to live in a big fancy apartment or a nice apartment in the nicest areas, but what the fuck, like, I have the rest of my life to do that. I have the rest of my life to live in a high rise. I don't need to rush so quickly to become a middle-aged parent, like, yeah, you catch me, like, I see my family and I see my friends and family fall into that mistake of, like, I need to chase the money, and it's not really about that. You need to chase your own happiness and understand how to make yourself happy and create that validation for yourself on a daily basis. um yeah, like, yeah, like, because on the other hand, like, you can chase happiness and sometimes you'll never be satisfied. There's some people that would just will never be satisfied with what they got, and I'm trying to unlearn that. Like, that is a very immigrant thing, where it's like you need more and more and more and more, almost to the point where you're greedy and gluttonous. um but I'm just trying to be happy with what I got when it comes to food, money, shelter, my people around me. Like, I don't need to keep on upgrading the people around me. I just need to make sure that no one is jealous, which is a whole other topic. So yeah, jealousy and envy. Like, jealousy and envy is a very real thing. We can touch on that really quick. If you do not learn how to deal with your own jealousy, it will show up in different parts of your life. Thankfully, thank God, I am dealing with my own jealousy in dance. You know what I mean? Like, in my career, I get to deal with that, and I don't get to deal with it in my relationships. I don't get to deal with that in my family. I don't get to deal with that in my. I don't get to deal with envy. Like, it's such a harmful emotion that just kind of just fucks everybody up. You know what I mean? Like, you need to learn how to deal with that early, and there's no point in avoiding it. Like, especially if you're a jealous person, like, you might just be a jealous person. That's totally fine. Like, be a jealous person, understand how to deal with it, understand what it is that triggers your jealousy and why, and then reframe it. There was a time where I was very jealous of my friends, because they had so much success and they were doing everything that I wanted to do. And I was just like, fuck these guys. I hate them. Like, just all of the bad things that I could ever say. And they were like pretty cool. You know, they weren't doing anything to harm me. They were just living their life. And I remember one day thinking about it and I was like, there's no point in me being jealous slash envious of these people, because there's just literally no point. Like, there's no point in it. Like, I'm gonna waste my time being angry and upset at something that I don't even need to be angry and upset about. And then 10 years later, literally 10, 12 years later, I'm over here thinking like, yes, like, let's go, y'all. Like, we got this. Chicago reppin', you know what I mean? Culture reppin'. Like, there's no point in understanding. You want everything that you want is gonna be yours. You know what I mean? Everything that you want is gonna be yours. Don't fall into the trap of looking at someone else's lawn. You know, don't fall into the trap of following the Joneses. Don't fall into the trap of outdoing someone. The only person you need to outdo is yourself. The only thing that you need to make happy is yourself. So that's a whole long tangent, and thank you for listening. But it goes a long way. Jealousy and envy is probably the killer of most dreams, and I wouldn't want to wish that upon anybody. But the thing is, everybody's gonna have to learn how to deal with it. Shit, not everybody's life is the way it seems. They can have everything that it looks like they want, the jobs, the opportunities, the friends, but you never know, their mental health might be lacking. You can have everything in the world, but if your mental health ain't good, then there's no point. There was one time where I had everything that I had in my world, but in my head, I was going through a war and nothing even mattered. So I just wanted to put that out there, because none of that matters unless you are grateful and gratitude for what you got. So, yeah. Thank you for listening to this video. It's a long video, but we out here. See you later.